Hi everyone, it's Josh with JE Vintage Minis in Orlando. So we're kind of on this build series with this Yellow Z hardtail. I'm ready to start putting everything back together. I did a separate video that showed how to do a complete rebuild on the rims and hubs. So check that out if you didn't see it or are curious about how to do that process. We're going to get the engine in the frame, get the wheels on, get it up on its kickstand, and go from there. So engine's installed now. Let's get the axles and the wheels on. Just a quick note to identify the axle. The rear axle is the longer of the two. Alright, so we can now we can put it on its kickstand, and I'll continue to get it buttoned up. Alright, so I'm ready to get this thing fired over. Let's see what happens. I got some gas in it. Fresh gas, put my oil in it, everything's been double checked, so we'll just give it a kick over and see how it starts up here. It's a little chilly this morning here in Florida, believe it or not, but starts right up, which is a good thing, of course. I'm going to let it warm up before I make any kind of adjustments on the carb. Unfortunately, my front sprocket, I opened my package the other day with all my other parts and it wasn't in there, so I had to order a new one, so it's going to be a few days till I get that to show up. So I can't test drive this bike under load, but at least now I'll run it through some heat cycles, and then we'll do the true test riding this. Alright, so I got a key switch, came in the mail that had a faulty key switch, so we were grounding out, just had issues, so it got switched out. Everything functions great now as far as electrical goes. I poured out the evaporust in here that we treated. There was tons of like varnish. I poured it out and it was so black. It smelled good, it smelled like coffee, but nasty stuff in there. Then I realized that the petcock was blocked off, so I tore it down, and there was a bunch of like cementish sediment in it. Only problem is that these threads are a little jacked up. I'm gonna repair them with a die and then use some Teflon tape. The threads on this nut that belongs on here is really messed up too. I can't even get it back on. So luckily I had a tank laying around that's not any good. This tank had to be replaced because it's got bubbles coming through on its paint job. So I had a extra petcock. I must steal the nut from this one. So I ran a die on this to clean it up. It was bad. And if you need to get one, it is a M12 by 1 is the size of that die that you need to run on the threads for the petcock. Alright, there we are. Everything's buttoned up on this one. We got the CT70 head 88 jug with the Z50 J carburetor. So I'll get it kicked on, let it run for a little bit, and then we'll take it for a spin. Alright, so this is it for this bike. I did swap after riding it with the factory air box. I put a K&N on it. I'm gonna roll with the K&N. It just makes it much better. It breathes better. Got some more RPMs out of it, and just a better overall riding experience. So bike is gonna be a wrap. Runs really good. It's jetted nice, and you know, I think it runs really well for what is allowing air to get in, as far as the Z50J carb and the stock manifold. But there's, you know, down the road you can grow into it. You can upgrade your pipe, get a McCuney VM20 or something like that, and probably get a lot more out of it. But as it sits, I'm happy with it. I'll give the customer a call, and I'm sure he'll really enjoy cruising on this one. Alright guys, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be sending out some more videos shortly. Thanks for watching.